What's up, world? This is Seth with VaporBeast.com. Today we wanted to shoot you guys a video kind of to give you an idea of what my vaping journey was like. So maybe it'll help you with your vaping journey. For me, it all started in December of 2012. A buddy of mine had just recently got back from Alabama where he had bought a setup very similar to this. It was a 650 milliamp Evod with an old school VV Nova tank on top. And he brought it back. We were all really excited. I was skeptical, of course, but I decided to give it a shot. Eventually, to avoid going outside to smoke, me and about 15 of my friends would just sit around the dorm room watching Netflix and pass this thing around, and nobody would leave. We thought it was the best thing ever. But eventually, of course, with the wear that 15 people put on one setup, it was time for me to get my own. So I started scouring the interwebs looking for the most popular, most durable, most reasonably priced mod I could find, and I'll get to that in just one second. So in the beginning of 2013, there was a lot of different mechanical mods out. Mechanical mods were all the rage, and there was a lot of choices. I scoured the internet and did as much research as I possibly could and found out about the Camry K100. This is actually the K101, it's the big brother, but it's a telescopic mechanical mod, can fit any battery. It can totally handle sub-ohm, and for me this was absolutely perfect. I picked up the K100 and I also got the iGo L, which is a single coil rebuildable atomizer. You can still get it, and for me it worked phenomenally. I remember building really scary looking coils and blowing out little baby clouds that I thought were awesome, and you know, it was a great time. I actually love my K100, and for me it worked very well, but it came to a point where I wanted to contribute to the industry in a real way, and to me the best way to do that would be to buy an authentic mod. So I started trying to find what I thought was the best authentic mod out there, and eventually I found the Akuma. So back in summer of 2013, this was probably, the Akuma was probably one of the most highly sought after mechanical mods at the time. Had fully copper contacts, full copper tube, and a recess button. They were really the first ones that came out with this beautiful design, this and the Sigelei and whatnot. But for me, I noticed right off the bat that the voltage drop on this device was way better. My battery did last longer, and I started getting better at coils, building giant clouds. But now my issue was, I'm forcing so much power through this thing that the batteries are dying in 5 to 6 hours. And that's really not a big deal. That's what we all face now. But for me, I wanted something that could get me through the day and still provide enough vapor. And I stumbled upon the most legendary personal vaporizer ever, the iTaste MVP. Alright, so I actually went to a vape shop and asked the guys there what their best suggestion would be before I bought the MVP. And I was actually pretty amazed at the time of what this thing could do. I'm sure most of us know now, but in case you don't, it has an output on it. It can charge your cell phone. It goes from, I think, like something like 3 volts to 7 volts, which was pretty incredible. And the battery lasted for 3 days, which was just incredible for me. And even now, these are an awesome deal for people who need something that's going to last all day. And of course, you can still find the MVP2s, but now they have the 20 watts, and the 3.0s are phenomenal. And I'm just really grateful that I got one of these because literally this was a device that got me off cigarettes completely. The only issue that I had with it is that it was not powerful enough for me, and in long term I would bounce back from this for about a year to my mechanical mod trying to find that power. Eventually I went straight mechs until they started coming out with these high voltage box mods, which is where I'm in today. So the device I'm using today is the Sigelei 150. Alright, so this is where I am today. The Sigelei 150. This is a unicorn. You probably haven't seen much of these, but let me give you a tip. When you find one, buy it. And I'll tell you why. Tell you why you need one. Two 18650s, the thing fires up to 150 watts. It can take a resistance as low as 1 ohm, which is crazy. You think, why do I need 150 watts? Well, I'm vaping on 0.2 right now, and this is at 76 watts, and I'll show you how it vapes in just a second. The really fascinating thing to me, and what led us to make this video, is look how far we have come in 3 years. It's pretty incredible. This was the hot device 3 years ago, and this is the hot device today. And I think if we look towards tomorrow, we see some really awesome, interesting things coming for us, and I'm excited about it. Like, can you only imagine, you know, talking on your cell one day and you decide that you want to take a vape and it's one thing? It's coming. Until then, guys, keep it peace.